I'm sharing 3 of the books that are having the biggest impact on me at the moment. The first is kind of legacy adjacent actually, because this is The Second Emancipation by Howard R. French. And Howard was a guest on our series about Kwame Nkrumah, the leader who took Ghana to independence from British colonialism and helped trigger the decolonization of the whole African continent. This is a book about the story of Nkrumah, about the story of Pan-Africanism, about the story of the disintegration of empire on the African continent. And Howard is an incredible journalist with decades of experience covering the African continent. I really looked up to him when I was the West Africa correspondent for The Guardian, but it's also infused with so much personal insight, experience, incredible anecdotes, and really deeply researched knowledge. I study this area a lot and I learned a lot from this book. My second book is Heiresses by the incredible historian Miranda Kaufmann. Miranda really specializes in excavating Black stories, the stories of Africa and the Caribbean, from foundational parts of English history that we talk and read and watch TV about, but have previously often erased. She also wrote a book called Black Tudors, which reinserts the story of Black people into the Tudor narrative. This is legacy adjacent because we did a series on Jane Austen and we talked a lot about the hidden reality of colonialism and plantation slavery in Regency England. So many of the characters in the English nobility that Austen creates are based in a world whose wealth comes from colonialism and slavery, yet it's never really explicitly addressed, or hardly ever. This book fills in the missing piece, and it looks at women in Regency Georgian England whose inheritance came from plantation slavery. Crucially, it also tells the stories of some of those enslaved people who are so often even more erased from the record. So I highly recommend this book. Third, for something a little different, this is a brilliant journalist, Megha Mohan, whose career I have long admired. And she's written a book, Herlands, about the story of women-led communities around the world, from Korea to India, which is her heritage, to the African continent, which is mine. My mother is of Akan heritage. That's a Ghanaian culture that has one of the few matrilineal traditions in the world that's still intact. So I'm fascinated by the subject of inheritance through women, power held by women, matrilineality, matriarchy. And these are all different concepts that really deserve a nuanced treatment. That's what Megha's done in this book, telling those stories.